list is probable right now? Are they all leaning toward playing, or is there anyone who's maybe at risk of not being able to at this point?
Yeah, they're leaning towards playing. They'll go through their warm-ups. The bumps and bruises thing is what it is, so I'm hoping they all will. Spence was extremely sick, but he's going to play. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a much fuller complement of players other than Philly.
Aaron and Christian, I think it was like 24 for Aaron, 21 for Christian, or vice versa in Brooklyn. Are they in the same minutes range right now, or do they kind of take a boost up?
No, it's the same. Yeah, especially, they do the day-to-day kind of stress test thing and see where they're at, and whatever the medical stuff is, the combination of those things that leads to a number that we'd stick to. So, yeah, it'll be about the same. Obviously, depending on how the game flows and how they feel, that can fluctuate. But, yeah, they give me a solid number, and I try to stay within human reasoning with it.
How is it possible to repeat the energy and effort you got in Philadelphia with new bodies added and try to attain the same thing?
Yeah, I think it's lessons learned from the Brooklyn game. It is odd to add players back to the rotation and put them in roles that aren't their real roles and are not going to be. Aaron is not a backup player. He's a starter. He's going to play 30-something minutes. So he's trying to get used to his minutes, the rotation of guys he plays with. But I think we can have a much better effort than Brooklyn. And I thought Philly was a great response to that. Those guys were ready to go. They flew around. They competed. So with guys back again, with Jamal, Aaron, CB back in the fold, Tim, we're hoping for a much better effort than in Brooklyn, I think. And this is that group. This is not the group that played in Philly. So win or lose the game, I'm just hoping that the focus is much better tonight.
How difficult is it to make sure the guys are here at the end of a 7-game road trip?
Yeah, it's difficult for everybody that's been on this trip. So, and the trip hasn't been, it's not the length of games or days, which has been extreme. A lot of teams go through this, with the rodeo thing and all that stuff that goes on. So I think it's just the mental fatigue of the injuries we sustained early in the trip. Obviously, sitting the guys in Philly, it's been a really up and down. We had a chance to win in Cleveland. So it's been an emotional trip for the group. And guys that went on this trip that didn't think they were going to play all of a sudden have big responsibilities with us trying to win games as we move towards getting healthier. So, yeah, you have to keep your mind away from that. Enjoy it when you get home. But this is the focus tonight. It's the 7th game of the road trip. Another kind of new evolution of our team again tonight with a second opportunity to bounce back from the Brooklyn game. So, yeah, it's you have to erase your mind from that and realize that we're about to go into a battle against a really, really good team that's hot right now. It's a great opportunity for us.
Last couple of years, the minutes with Zeke at the 5 have analytically been much worse than when he's at the 4. What's just sort of been the message to him as far as getting some of the positive contributions you've been able to get out of him when he's been in there at the 5 the last couple of games?
I think it's the same as everybody else. Is you have to be aggressive when you get your chance to play, and you can't try to play perfect. In the 15, 20 minutes you get, you have to play and hoop like you've been working every day. I thought that was the most special thing about the Philly win was everybody played like they've been in the rotation starting the whole year. There was a confidence to their games, and it wasn't about trying to fit in with the star players on our team. It was, no, man, you've been working on this. You work on this every single day. The hard work should pay off for you, and I'd rather have guys fail going extremely hard and playing with extreme confidence than just try not to, screw up. And I think that's the biggest thing for Zeke is just be who you are. If you pick and pop and you're open, shoot it. Don't have a second thought. The way he defended, be aggressive, live on that line of foul, not foul. Be an athlete on the offensive glass, all the things that he's gifted at and things that he's worked at over these years with us. So it's confidence is everything in this thing, man. It's especially when you haven't played in a while. So hopefully that can, we can convert that energy from Philly into this game. Yeah, I mean, their three-point shooting is elite, obviously. And then if you add that to the Jaylen Brown factor of a guy that can get his own bucket at any time, that's the cool thing about their team to me is that it's all this three-point shooting, but it's also got the old-school mid-range one-on-one effect to it as well. We've been a mixed bag. I mean, early in the year, A lot of it was off our defense. Our defense was elite early in the season. It has not been elite since with the injuries. And then we kind of turned ourselves into this team that just played fast and scored 125. And as of late, it's just been however we can get it done. You know what I mean? So it's they've been consistently the same throughout the year. They're stylistically. Obviously, we've had to change it a little bit with Nikola out, trying to maintain who we are, but doing it in a different way. It's less flashy. It's more fundamental. It's more screening. But yeah, it's an exciting game because we're 1-2 in offense. I wish we had our full complement of players to see these two teams play against each other. We've had some great games against this team over the years, elite, high-level games. So it's a fun building to play in, and both teams, they can put on a show offensively.
You said it's been an emotional trip. What has it meant to have Nikola with you all and kind of helping everyone else?
Yeah, and I mean, him and Jonas, these guys, they're leaders of our team. And in film sessions, and you go through walkthroughs, and you're not practicing right now. So you have these guys that step in and have opinions. They keep everybody at the level they're supposed to be at. I think for the young guys and the guys that haven't played as much, to have a 3-time MVP pull you aside, give you confidence, talk to you about what you could do better in this situation or look for this in this play, especially Nikola, who has memorized this league's playbook. It's absolutely insane. So it's leadership comes from a million places. Your veteran players are so important. To have Jamal and Aaron and Nikola and Jonas and Tim Hardaway, all these guys that have been through it, and I always say this, not just the successes they've had, but the failures too. They've been through it, and they can have a commentary that sometimes a coach can't have with a player. His leadership has been paramount over the years. He's gotten better over the years. It's special to have him around.
You mentioned Jaylen. What stood out to you just getting to go up against them because his season was up so far this season?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
You mentioned Jaylen. What has stood out to you about his season so far and about what has made it so difficult for teams to kind of slow him down for the Celtics?
Yeah, I mean, the elite shooting from mid-range is such a big deal in our game. It's the late clock ability, his overall size, his ability to play in the middle of the floor, which is really hard to come double people and not give up the three-point line to a team like they have. And I would just say his continued evolution in his game. I mean, he's an elite all-star player, two-way player, and just watching him grow over the years, not just the championship year here, but, with Jason Tatum obviously out, more responsibility falls into his hands. And I thought they did a great job building around him for this particular season with all the shooting that surrounds him. So it's, he's a problem. He's not fun to watch on tape when you have to play against him. I'm a fan of his just as a pure basketball person, not just as a coach. And I actually got to spend some time with him in Africa when we were there, and he was such an impressive person. He's good for the NBA. He's going to be a problem for us tonight. We'll move on from there. But yeah, he's elite player.
When did you get to spend time with him?
There was an Africa games that I coach. He played in. They used to do that yearly in South Africa. It's an amazing event. He came down there for that, and some of the events that we had to do. Humanitarian stuff, and you go out and you see these communities, and just to see his investment in it was really impressive. And he was at a much younger age then. And I remember him in the bubble, speaking up in meetings and things like that. So some people are born to lead. He definitely stands out as one of those people. Yep. Thanks.